is meant to have a mic input, and the mic input's a bit rubbish. Let me plug a mic in and let you know how that sounds. Okay, so now I've plugged in a mic into the Apeman A79 action camera, and I'm recording from the same spot. It actually allows you to speak into the mic, but at the same time it still records the mic from the action camera. So if you were, say for example, vlogging and you had the camera at the side of your helmet, it'll still pick up the air noise and the noise from your inside helmet, which isn't basically solving the problem. Okay, so let's solve that problem. Because that mic's a bit dodgy on this camera, you can see on the front of the camera it's got a little grill, and the mic is on the right side of my face, kind of 2 inches away, so I'm kind of talking over it. The mic is probably not the best quality. It makes you think that's where the mic would be, but on the guide it doesn't label it to say that's a mic. So we're going to basically get down and dirty with this. The A79 is a bit of a rubbish overall camera. I wasn't able to use it as a webcam or as a clean HDMI camera. You see, even behind that little bit of grill, there's nothing behind it. I've taken the front bit of the camera off. It's basically snap-ons, so I used a bit of blade to get that off. There's 4 or 5 screws here, one under that white label. This you're going to do at your own peril. If your camera gets messed up, guys, tough. So don't do this if that's your only camera, and don't take this video as a guide of how to do this. I'm showing you what I did. So that's my disclaimer. That there in the top corner is the microphone. What am I going to do? I'm just going to botch it off. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to take it off, break it, and break the circuit. This was a test. This could have gone badly and we could have had nothing. So, you know, it's okay. It worked for me, but it may not work for you. So the camera comes on, that's fine. I did a little test on the mic. There was no volume anymore. I covered that little circuit up that I messed up with a bit of tape, like a foam tape. And then I put the whole thing back together again. So yeah, that's basically how I'm testing it and trying to solve the issue. What I want to happen is I don't want the internal mic to pick up any audio at all. What I want to do is I want my external mic that I plug in just to pick up the audio that I speak into it. I've got a little test at the end of this video where you can actually hear me recording on this camera in a noisy environment. It was a park, loads of kids playing and stuff, so you'll see how it sounds. I'm basically putting the camera back together again. I've sped this up. If you're interested, it's basically snap-on front, 6 screws on the front. There's a little bit of a lens cap on there. You take the whole thing out like I showed you there. I'm putting it back together, give it a clean, put a battery in it, check if it works, and it did. And yeah, that's basically how I roll. Put a memory card in there, did a test recording, and the onboard mic stopped working altogether. It could have gone badly and the external mic could have messed up as well, but looking on the circuit board, they were separate, so I was able to do it. And yes, let's go back and now let me show you what it sounds like in a normal outdoor environment. Remember, I'm going to use this in my helmet on my motorcycle, so that will be the final use for this camera. When the lead moves, it makes some noises, so it's not a great option anyway. So yeah, miss the A79. If you're going to buy it, I wouldn't bother with it. Let's have a look at what it sounds like outdoors. Now 1080p 60 frames a second, EIS is on the Apeman 4K A79 action camera. We have done some manual jiggery pokery with this camera. We have opened it up and we've kind of discontinued the internal microphone, which means there won't be any ambient noise from the camera's body. However, when the microphone is plugged in, the external audio will be hearable, so you'll be able to hear how that sounds, but the other one will not be. And the mic is on the right side of my face, kind of 2 inches away, so I'm kind of talking over it. The mic is probably not the best quality, but if this works okay, I might get an adapter and put my other mic in place.